So I'm like,
I gotta record it now. Let's go.
yeah, but it just starts right there. I don't know if I should pick up right there.
Pick where you left off, guys.
I
Just
don't know. I don't
start
know.
all over.
I don't know if I'm gonna pick up on that, man. You gotta tell them all that topic, man. The controversy about all that.
The controversy. Okay, guys. So right here, this is my brother. El Verto. You don't need to know his whole name. Just Alberto, Vertis for short. And he was like basically describing a situation he was in with a particular lady, and and what his thoughts were, kind of like after the night was done. And we're just continuing where he left off a little bit. So sorry to start off the video at rut like this, but eh, I'm giving you he'll give you all the context you need. So Alberto, would you like to continue or?
I don't know, man. You got to ask the questions to spice it up, cause
All right. Let me ask you. Okay, based on your experience with the so-called lady that you were with prior, um, any lingering feelings there, or would you say that you learned, or would you say like it was a good experience and you're grateful for it, and you're just like moving on to probably find the one that you'll meet later on?
well, that was a good question. First of all, man, I appreciate it, man. You guys give a shout out to Jay Takeshi. Check out his page. Um, For me, I'm more into like the science and the theology, the engineering, Iron Man costumes, bringing them to life, martial arts, and new movies. Check me out. My actual name is Vertis Wilder. I put it out there, man, so you guys can know about me. I'm working on an electronic company, hopefully in the next 3 to 5 years. So you guys check me out, man. Right now, my interest is going into prolonging batteries. So maybe even taking a Tesla battery to go as long as maybe 2 weeks to an entire month with no charging at all, no EV stations. So check me out, man. But I'm here today, man, because we all are human and we want to have a love life sometimes. So yeah, the previous conversation, I don't know if you guys checked out Takeshi's page, and he has some of his neighboring brothers and members from another page. They were talking about relationships, and a lot of relationships go into the deep sexual part. I know a lot of times we laugh at it, but at the end of the night, everyone wants somebody to hold and touch. So he asked me some questions about a previous young lady I used to date. Very good lady. We separated because I moved in with her, but then I wanted some space. So I kind of feel like that's a no-no now unless you really want to stay with them. But I decided to leave so I can focus on my career and trying to start this business and things I just talked to you about in the introduction. Hopefully in the next 3 years or so. So it went into the one of the conversations in the last topic. I wasn't in that video. Everybody was talking about their own personal preference about sex. Now with sex is any type of form of stimulation. It doesn't have to be oral, it doesn't have to be vaginal, it doesn't have to be in the other rear, in the back, the other end, the anal. I'll just say it, we're all adults.
Right.
But yeah, so he was asking me a few questions. I didn't want to get personal with it, but I guess I should. I think um, everyone got their own personal opinion, and I think social media is a good way to get people to have a better understanding, but at the same time it's dangerous because now anyone can pick up a phone, a laptop, any digital device, and get anyone's personal opinion. You can also incriminate a guy or girl, and you can be in big trouble unless you don't give a damn. So it's like you just got to be careful, man. But the topic in the last situation, which made Takeshi want to pick up the phone and start this recording, I was like, I think everyone has their own personal preference, man. For me, I'm a heterosexual guy. I like women, and I think for men and women, it should just be penis to vaginal. I'm also in the medical field, or used to be. So right now, I don't have that title anymore, but I plan on getting back into it as a surgical tech and dealing with electronics. But like penis goes to vagina, dick goes to fallopian. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a guy and you're gay and you like the same sex, that's your personal preference. I'm not going to get into the religion. That's on another page, another topic. If you're a lesbian, of course, as guys, hey, you want to see two women getting it on, whether it's in a movie, whether it's in person, whether it's at the strip club on stage, that's cool, fine and dandy. But to me, now that I'm older, you reach certain levels, certain heights, certain depths. It's just as equal as two men. So, if I was with somebody, it'd be no different if we seen a baddie, a nice looking sister with another chick. But everyone has their personal preference and they'll say it's different. But in order to be more adult and more fair, more just, you got to be like, hey, whatever I say stands for me as a man, got to stand for the women, and vice versa. So the topic they were talking about, I think it was like, what was it, Takeshi?
It was basic. So it was basically the thought of like, would you share your woman with someone else?
Yeah, and this,
And
yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
and for me, I want you to go, of course, but let me say this real quick. For me, guys, it was just a matter of like, hell no, I'm never gonna do that because my woman is my woman. Like you're mine, and no one else can have something else that's mine. Especially if you later on become my wife, that's just not happening. I'm a man who has zero tolerance for like nonsense like that, or who have people who have a thought process like that. So for me, it was just a matter of self respect yourself, and also no man worth his damn soul is gonna allow that to happen. If he's worth anything in life, he's not gonna allow somebody to smash his girl. That's just not happening. But that was my viewpoint on it. And if you were, you're not a man to me. But Vertis, would you care to give your thoughts?
um, well, you know how I am, man. Unless it's my actual pod or it's my stream or my show, I really kind of talk, but I'll just answer the questions to the best of your ability. If you guys have any questions, to me, it just went into it went in really deep. I don't know the brother, but if we can shout him out. I forgot his name, but he had a really good stream going on with several guys, and basically it was like you said about the male and female and just dating. Would you let someone smash your significant other or your mate, whatever terms you want to use? But it got in deep because it wasn't just heterosexual. It became to the point it was male on male, female on female, or LGBT. I want to speak correctly without trying to offend anyone. It's not about being, oh, you're trying to be touchy feely. I'm trying to make sure I gain everyone's ears and their hearts so they can understand. So I feel like in the end of the night and you lay down, you go to bed or wherever you choose to have sex in a milk truck, in the back of the FedEx truck, on top of the roof, that's on you. That
Over the
is on
top.
you. Now, all I ask is that you try to be real and you don't cheat. Now, if you dating with a person, then you be real. If you're not dating, you're a free agent as a man, you're a free agent as a woman, then great. Then you say, hey, look, I have multiple partners, or I like this person, I like you. But the average person, everyone we talk about it, but they're not about it, saying, hey, you ain't got nothing to worry about, baby. It's just me, boo boo. It's just this and that. Instead of her saying, hey, look, I really like you. You're fine. I need some money. The brothers I was talking to don't have it, and I really want to come kick it with you. You spitting some game that's really, really making me want to change my life, at least right now at the moment, right? Yeah. But they don't do that. That you can count the people who do that. I don't care if you want to say they're trailer trash. I don't care if you want to say they're ghetto. I don't care whatever low life words you use, the terminology for whatever nationality. No one's really gonna say that because who really wants to put themselves down? And then there's high class people too. Grey Poupon. It's the same type of way. So I just feel like when it comes down to it, think about who you want to be with. I've done that. And then a lot of people are afraid. They laugh, masturbation. Yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah, I say it on camera. On the medical field, it's different. Yeah, you need to wash your hands. It doesn't mean, hey, I got to do it every time, after work, after my meal,
That's
after.
you.
That's an obsession. That's
Yeah.
perverseness, perverted, a sense of perversion.
Right.
Yeah, nah. Enjoy it in moderation and chill, even if you have a significant other. Think about people who travel or got soldiers, people overseas, or have traveling jobs and they Skype, that's okay. Or, what do you think your wife's going to do or your husband's going to do while they're waiting for you on the other side of the world, on the globe? So people should think about that. Another topic they brought up was would you let somebody else smash your girl, or smash your husband, or in other words, have sex with them? So everyone's different. To me, it's not a crime. I'm not trying to go into the biblical portion of it. If you go by the word, if you go by the world, it's okay as long as you can handle it. But it's a thin line, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean handle
A
it?
thin membrane. I got you.
Yeah,
That.
a thin membrane. What do you mean handle it? Because okay, today, Jenny and John's okay with Steve smashing Jenny, but then tomorrow Jenny will be like, well, you know what, John? Since you didn't come home, I appreciate Steve just making up names. You can even use my name. I just appreciate you coming over and just banging me real hard. So when the homeboy comes home from work, he's introduced his best
What
friend
the?
to the girl. She closed the door on him. You know why? Because he's been feeding her that good jelly bean. He's been feeding her that good loving. And she gonna close the door right in front of his face. It could be his own house. So that's what you got to worry about. A lot of people are polyamorous.
Jesus.
It can work. Some people come into the Muslim. A lot of things are based on structure. Like a lot of Muslim and a lot of people who are Mormons. I'm not going to religion. I like religion. They have a structure though where it could be multiple people though, and a lot of times it's not. It doesn't cause too much controversy. If it does, it causes controversy just within the house, not within their job or workplace or their place of belief. You know what I'm saying? I got a call real quick.